Known internationally as Uncle Fester, now out on bond after spending the past 5 months in jail.
Stephen Preisler, accused of running a drug house in Green Bay. He was arrested last summer. Today, a criminal charge was dropped, his bond lowered to $60,000. In a First Alert update, Emily Byer breaks down these latest developments.
When looking at that 19-page complaint, this was quite the drug house.
65-year-old Stephen Preisler, originally charged with 8 counts, accused of manufacturing and delivering meth, now facing one less charge. The defense wanting 4 charges against him dismissed and bond reduced to $5,000 cash, saying crime lab test results came back and didn't find cocaine.
What we know now is that no controlled substances were detected in those big bags of suspected drugs in his basement.
Prosecutors only agreed to drop count 6, the charge of intent to deliver and sell cocaine, saying crime lab test results did show meth was found.
There is analysis being done because we did locate meth in Mr. Preisler's bedroom, we located it in the house, and it was significant enough that it was possession with intent to deliver meth, coupled with the individual statements in the house and other informants that he was selling meth.
The state asking for $75,000 cash bond.
And I look at similar cases, and that isn't lost on the court, because for the court to be fair, you have to be somewhat consistent with somewhat similar facts.
The judge ultimately deciding to drop bond from $300,000 to $60,000. Stephen Preisler is now out on bond.
Pre-trial and jury trial dates were already scheduled for this case, but now with the change in charges, both sides have agreed to meet in court again in April for a status hearing. Reporting in Brown County, Emily Byer, Action 2 News.